Good afternoon and welcome to live coverage of the Dritte Liga in Germany. It's match day 12 and we're at the MD Arena for Magdeburg up against Hansa Rostock. So a big Eastern derby for you here in Germany. A big clash between two mid-table sides. They're 9th and 10th in the table, right next to each other, level on points, only goal difference separating them. And perhaps we'll get an idea of which way these two will go for the rest of the season from this game. Could be a very tight game between these evenly matched sides. At the moment, it's Magdeburg who are stagnating slightly with a lot of draws. They are the draw specialists in the league with 7 draws already this season after 12 or 11 matches, in fact. Hansa Rostock, on the other hand, are upwardly mobile. They were bottom at one point, but now finding themselves in mid-table. And if they win this, it would be their first win at Magdeburg in 54 years. Would be a famous win for them. And it could send them off in the direction of promotion. So a very interesting game ahead of us here. And just to add a little bit of spice to it as well, Hansa Rostock's coach Jens Hertel returns to his former club. He spent 4 years here at Magdeburg, got them promoted to the Zweite Liga as well. And just after a year after he was sacked as manager in the Zweite Liga, he finds himself back at his former home. So just a minute's silence before the match here. And then we'll get on with the action. Perfectly observed moment's silence before this East Germany derby. And a fantastic atmosphere in the stadium ready for this one. Will be a big game in the season, you get the feeling. As Magdeburg are unbeaten in 7 matches. However, they've only got 1 win in their last 5. Drawing 4 of those. As I said, they are the draw specialists. One of those teams who are in between. They could become a very good side at this level. We need to turn those draws into wins. There's a bit of a delay there with the kick-off as Hansa Rostock get us going then. In white, kicking from right to left. As Magdeburg will be looking to improve on their last match, which was a 0-0 draw at Uerdingen. got some criticism from their coach Stefan Kramer coming into this one, that they were guilty of not making the right decisions at key moments in that match. They could have won it despite playing pretty poorly. And they need to make better decisions today. As they're missing today, Bomhoyer, Brunst, Kvesic and Pertol through injury. Ernst is suspended for them as well, so a couple of changes required in their team. 3 changes overall. As there's an early mistake there from Kolke, the Hansa Rostock keeper, but Hansa Rostock have managed to mop that up at the back in the end. As both teams just finding their way in this match here at the moment, with Hansa Rostock looking to improve their away form. They've only won once away this season, drawing twice, losing twice, with a negative goal difference, conceding 6 but only scoring 5. And they are an improving side, as I mentioned earlier. They're unbeaten in 6 and have got 3 wins out of their last 5, which is a nice little statistic for them. Jens Hettel starting to have an influence on the team. Beat Meppen last time out by 2 goals to 1. Pascal Breyer, their top scorer, adding to his tally with a double there. Has 7 for the season. And more good news for them is that they now have their captain Riedel back after a longer term injury. He is on the bench for today. But Altegan, Engelhardt and Scherf are all out for today's game. So 2.5 minutes played. No chances as yet, although we did see that error from Kolke, the goalkeeper for Hansa Rostock, with the poor clearance. Maybe worth keeping an eye on his distribution today. It's Jazula of Magdeburg. Feeds the ball out towards the left-hand side for Quadro. And what an effort that is early on in the game. And turned away by Kolke in the end, but an absolutely astounding drive from distance. He had the space, Quadro, and pulled the trigger. Had a great start to the game then, 3 minutes in. What an attempt that is. It's heading bang into the top corner. And a great turn away by Kolke to keep it goalless here. And now Magdeburg have themselves a long-range free kick. Looks to me as though Jakobsen fancies this one. Just lining it up. Although they're now going to shift it. Let's see. That's the long range effort. Comes in and again turned away by Kolke. Well, he's been tested twice in less than a minute with long range attempts here. Both stunning efforts as well early in the game, as Magdeburg looking to test him early in the game. You can see the smoke from the pyrotechnics just starting to come down to pitch level. I'm sure that the players can see okay, though. There's no indication from the referee that the visibility is that poor. From the stands, it's very, very smoky indeed. As Hansa Rostock, well, they faced 2 shots already. And looking to keep the possession at the back here. This is Rheintaler. Close to Sonnenberg, his centre-back partner, out to Butzen. He's making progress down the right-hand side. Good progress as well, and a lovely pass down that right flank. See the pyrotechnics, obviously, with it being an East Germany derby. The fans ride up for this one. So we're going to see a long throw from the right-hand side here from Hansa Rostock. Wow, it looks as though the referee is in fact calling a halt to the game momentarily until this smoke clears. 5 minutes into the game. A bit of a stoppage here, so this will be added on at the end of the first half. Great for the atmosphere, obviously. The pyrotechnics not so great for the flow of the game after we had an electric minute of play with Magdeburg testing Kolka twice with long-range efforts. Smoke just starting to clear now. Another stoppage now of over a minute here. And we wait for the smoke to clear. This won't take the momentum out of the game. It was just starting to build, mostly in the direction of Magdeburg. Hopefully just keeping an eye on his watch there, so he knows how long to play at the end of the first half. So it looks as though we're ready to continue from our perspective. Still pretty smoky, but obviously down at pitch level it's okay. And away we go again with Hansa Rostock here in the final third, looking to catch Magdeburg cold perhaps with the cross in here. The ball heading straight towards Kai Bolo, who's making a late break forward from midfield, but headed away nicely by the Magdeburg defence. Free kick coming in on Preisinger. So 7.5 minutes in, but we've only played 5 minutes or so in reality. Break for the smoke. As we see Stefan Kramer for the first time, now in charge of Magdeburg. To lead them back to the Zweite Liga, the first time of asking. Throw from Shahid, right into the corner, and the ball is looped in here. No one's really reacted for Hansa Rostock. That's really poor defending. The shot, though, in the end, past the near post from Beck, as he just tried to turn on the ball in a tight area. But that is poor defending once again from Hansa Rostock. Just no pressure on the man at all. And luckily for them, the top scorer for Magdeburg, Beck, just couldn't find the target from that tight angle. As the ball is cleared, it disappears for a while and then comes out of the smoke. This is the run forward here from Nati. Well, in his pressure, he's given away the goal kick there. Made an excellent start to this game. They've hit the ground running. Goalkeeper Behrens gets it well upfield here. The Rostock in defence have been half asleep as Sonnenberg gets it back to Kolka. He's under pressure from the attacker, but he's managed to get it away. Magdeburg at the moment swarming all over Hansa Rostock. The start of this game, I was hyping it as a very, very tight game between two evenly matched sides, but at the moment, it would appear that Magdeburg have got the upper hand. So 10 minutes in and still goalless somehow, despite those 3 chances for Magdeburg. To me, Hansa Rostock do not look like a side who are on a long unbeaten record. upwardly mobile team. As that's better defending. That was lovely from Sonnenberg, sliding in to make the interception on that slide rule pass, but then immediately Shahed wins the free kick on this right-hand side, just right of centre. So another free kick here, lining up for Magdeburg. We saw them rifle in an effort earlier on. As Jazula looks as though he fancies this one, although he might swing it in from this angle. Difficult to say what he's going to do from here. Not too many blue shirts running up there, but he does curl it in, and he finds a blue shirt. It's headed back across. Surely the opener, no, it's over the bar. Well, Jakobsen there with a free header should have done better, really. As the ball was headed across, terrible defending again, good goalkeeping from Kolka, but he kept the ball alive for Magdeburg in the end. And Jakobsen, you can just see getting underneath the ball and lifting it over the bar, and it really should be 1-0 to the home side here. Instead it's goalless. Hansa Rostock just holding on at the moment, with 12 minutes on the clock. And this all despite that break that we had of 2 or 3 minutes for the smoke to clear at pitch level. And it's been an excellent start from Jens Herzl's team against his former... Sorry, not been an excellent start for Jens Herzl's team, I must apologise. Very, very quiet here. He would have been looking to go on the offensive from the off, but his team have been pretty dreadful, to be honest. Stefan Kramer's got his team fired up, on the other hand. Here come Hansa Rostock, looking a little bit threatening here as Nati gets the ball out to Opoku. Need to find a good delivery here now that they've got it into the final third. Hipic. Now with the deep cross in, that's better hold-up play. And then it's dribbled out of play by Mladic. Well, it just looked promising there for a second from the away team, but that's the best attack that they formulated so far. 14 minutes gone. So clearance here to come from Behrens. As you can see now, it's completely clear in the stadium. No more smoke, making visibility far, far better for us. In games like this, they'll need the experience of Kai Bulo. Just keep them in this. Oh, hanging on slightly. There tries to break forward for Hansa Rostock, but stopped in his tracks. Out for a throw to Hansa. Hard with the long throw down the line, flicked on, but straight here. Will tried to slot it through, and Opoku, every time he gets the ball, being surrounded by Magdeburg players. They seem to realise that he's one of the danger men. As here's Quadro again, the man who tested Kolka in goal with that early drive. Now a deep cross in, looking towards Bertram, manages to keep it in here. Jazula just to the left. This is nice from Magdeburg, working the ball from one side to the other, trying to stretch the Hansa Rostock defence with quarter of an hour gone. That's great pace shown by Quadro. Just trying to cut inside. He's managed to as well. There could be another shot in here. And it's blocked away by Apoko. In the end, the ball long up towards Breyer, but he's not getting anywhere near that. Quadro so far has been absolutely electric on that left-hand side. They should give him the ball as often as possible when he's in this form. Magdeburg. As down goes Chahed for another free kick here on the right for Magdeburg, and Stefan Kramer must be delighted with this start from his team, but frustrated that they don't have the lead. They certainly had the opportunities. This free kick gets fed in. This time cleared by Hansa Rostock, who are improving their defence. Not difficult to do after the performance from the first 10 minutes or so. The long left-footed clearance upfield. They're trying to make something of the long clearance into midfield. Throw now on the left for Magdeburg. Perfect conditions now for this game of football on this Saturday afternoon. Matchday 12 in the Dritte Liga. Two mid-table sides going toe-to-toe here. Hansa Rostock will be looking for more from Pascal Breyer, who's got half of the goals so far this season for them. Top scorer on 7. Misunderstanding there for Magdeburg. They've just gone quiet in the last minute or two. Perhaps Hansa Rostock starting to settle. It's a away game, of course, in a local derby. It is difficult for the away side. Under a lot of pressure from the home fans. Forward now towards the Magdeburg attack. Held up by Beck there, firing in the shot but blocked by Hansa Rostock. And a foul coming in, and Hansa Rostock can clear that little bit of pressure. Just take the needle out of the game here. Quadro pulling down the defender there. With the throw, it's given away sloppily to Magdeburg. Breyer has not had a successful time here in his opening 20 minutes. Forward, a direct ball for Bertram. Goes all the way through in the end to Kolker, just nodded back by his defender, Sonnenberg. To Kolker, who had a shaky start to the game, still managed to pull off some excellent stops to keep his team level at 0-0. And they'll be happy to see out that first 20 minutes goalless. Originally will have been the plan probably from Jens Hertel to get through the first 20 minutes unscathed. He's just starting to come into the game. A bit more battling shown from them. Nothing as far as creativity is concerned at this stage. Jazula. His long-range pass there is picked off by Pepic. Pass here for Mladic, out to the right-hand side for the advancing Nati. To Butsen. Held on to the ball a little bit too long for me, but still wins the throw-in. So whistles around the park as Butsen takes this throw. He's a former Magdeburg player. Didn't have too much nice to say about his former club. He made the move. Hence those whistles. Butsen with the more driven cross this time. By Magdeburg as Hansa Rostock just starting to really get into this now at both ends of the field. Perhaps Jens Hertel's plan starting to come to fruition here. As the passing is starting to be a little bit crisper, a little bit more urgency being shown as well on and off the ball. And Poku with the little trick there around the corner. Finding Nati in an offside position as we are midway through the first half. Goalless here despite all the action that we've seen, especially with Magdeburg attacking. Making slow but steady progress here down the pitch, although going back now to the back line and indeed back to Kolke. No real hurry to fly forward. Just trying to control the tempo of the game. As Pepic here is just trapped in by Bertram, but he manages to win the throw. The free kick from Quadwell. It's just gone quiet in an attacking sense in the last 10 minutes or so, and Magdeburg missing that outlet from him. As this is fed forward here now for Breyer. They need him on the ball more, Hansa Rostock. Just a little toe in there on the ball as Hansa Rostock got into the box. Ball forward from Paddle, easily picked up, but eventually it reaches its intended target, Chahed. Just Jakobsen taking over here. And then a misunderstanding between those two as they got into the final third. Jakobsen was looking for the run forward from Chahed. And I don't think that the right back is too happy with his teammate there, who took possession of the ball away from him and then wasted the opportunity. As there's a mistake in defence here, surely again. the opener, no. Once again, Kolka turning it away. Bertram it was with the chance, gifted to him by the Hansa defence. And goodness me, without their goalkeeper, Hansa Rostock could already be 2 or 3 down. He's rescued them already a lot in the opening 26 minutes and kept it goalless. But his defence not really helping matters at all. And that's a great tackle. Magdeburg starting to hit the target here, as that's a brilliant effort there from Beck on his left foot. Very, very difficult skill as the ball was floated towards him. Excellent midfield play in the first instant there from Rothe. Questions over the handball, but the referee not seeing it, and then that effort. Well, they're really starting to make the opportunities now. In fact, it was Preisinger who had that first chance. Kolka will not be happy at all with some of the defending in front of him. For 10 minutes or so, they seemed really settled, Hansa Rostock, and were making a good game of it for the first time. But the last minute, they've been very, very sloppy indeed. And Magdeburg, ruthless when they have any chances. And finally, there is a shot coming in from Hansa Rostock. That's their first attempt. Comes from Neidhardt, but deflected into the arms of Behrens. The Magdeburg fans are loving what they're seeing in front of them. But still goalless here. Hansa Rostock for the rest of the game have got to make sure that they keep this tight at the back. We've seen that if they give Magdeburg any sniff at all, they'll get a shot away. They're not scared to shoot at all, the home side. Okay. Taking his time with the clearance, eventually volleys it away. Down the left-hand side, but can't find an attacker Preisinger in front of him. And again, Hansa giving it away. It's to Bertram, and he's been tripped. Dear, oh dear, yellow card being shown here. Hansa Rostock at the moment are at 6s and 7s. Thaler, it was with that trip. His 4th of the season. And this is a very, very dangerous position for a free kick here. We've seen the Magdeburg can pull the trigger from distance and test the goalkeeper Kolka. Tick over 29 minutes played. Zula is up there. Bertram also seems to fancy it as well. It suits either side, really. It's pretty central. Beck as well. I saw him with an excellent volley earlier in the game. And he's just walking away now, the top scorer. So let's see who takes on this shot here. Jazula it is, and well, what a save again that is from Kolka, and he gets all the plaudits from his teammates. It was fired towards that top corner, and a brilliant save to get it up and over the bar from Kolka. Well, without him, Hansa Rostock, the game would already be gone for them after half an hour played, but somehow it's still goalless. Absolutely brilliant performance so far from Magdeburg. They went quiet for 10 minutes or so, but when they are on top, they really turn the screw, as that's a long way over the bar in the end from Beck as the corner comes in. disappointed he couldn't get his head over the ball there to keep it down. Hansa Rostock have got to make changes here. They were coming into it, but they've lost their momentum again. Flooding all over them at the moment. Shots raining in from all angles. As you see the shove in the back there of the midfielder, that was the free kick. Magdeburg with their long-range shooting really causing a problem for Kolke, but he's stood up to any questions asked of him. Down the channel, and there's a little bit of wrestling going on off the ball, but the referee just allowing play to go on. Coming between Bertram Neidhardt. Again, Kolke in no hurry to get this away. Eventually, a bit of pressure on him there from Preisinger. Forces him to get on with things. Snarty. It's a lovely ball forward here, and it's the lead for Hansa Rostock. I don't believe it. Well, out of absolutely nothing, Mladic has scored left-footed, drilling it past Behrens. A terrific ball from Opoku. And that is an absolute hammer blow to Magdeburg. As Jens Herzl can celebrate against his former club, it is absolutely not deserved whatsoever. But what a finish that is. Low and hard into the corner. Brilliant from Onlagic. They've had one chance in the game after 33 minutes and they've tucked it home. They've had all kinds of pressure against them. They've survived and they've got that away goal. Well, absolutely incredible here in the Dritte Liga. How Hansa Rostock have got that opener, I will never know. And now Magdeburg have got to keep on going as they were, surely, to try and get themselves back into this game. They need to let their heads drop. They've been in control of the game for all of 33 minutes. So that was absolutely clinical from Mladic. And Opoku finally finding himself in a little bit of space, and he picked out the ball. It was a ball generally just lifted in towards the penalty area. There didn't look too much danger on. But a wonderful forward run from Mladic. Makes it 1-0. They've just got to refine their composure here, resettle. They've got just over 10 minutes remaining of normal time in this first half, but there will be 3 or 4 minutes to add because of that break for the smoke from the pyrotechnics at the start of the game. That's a massive confidence boost for Hansa Rostock. They've got even more to hold on to now. Pretty desperate at 0-0, but now they've got that 1-goal lead as well. As the goal scorer feeds the ball in here from the free kick, it's headed away. An amazing game here. It's been one-way traffic from the off. Hansa Rostock, though, against the run of play, taking the lead. Far the better side in all areas. And it's Hansa Rostock, who found the finish. Made so many mistakes at the back, but no mistakes going forward when they created that opportunity. That's what will count for them, they'll say. Magdeburg need to get on the front foot again. It's a free kick here, deep in the Hansa Rostock half, as they clear. Bouncing ball sent downfield towards Nati. Bootson with the chance to get the long throw in here. He's looking up. He'll find an option, taking his time. Half cleared by Magdeburg, and the long ranger blocked by Quadwo. Again. Now that's a lovely looking ball from Preisinger out towards Bertram. He's up against Opoku. Tries to weave his way around Opoku, but no chance. The man on loan from Hamburg really starting to find his feet in this game now. There's Pipic, and Pulo, Opoku. And that's really nice football from Hansa Rostock. If they can keep it in here, is that a free kick? Yes, it is. Pipic going down right on the touchline. And a yellow card coming out for Jazula. That's his first yellow of the season so far. The Albanian player. Let's have a look here. And Pipic just getting there first. It looked as though he'd lost the race. And Jazula tripping him. So 38 minutes in. The ball just drifted in here. They were unable to make anything of the nod down. And on the counter-attack, Magdeburg. This is where they've been dangerous in this game, but Hansa Rostock making it 1-0 has completely changed the complexion of the game. Coming from Mladic in 33 minutes, and that makes things very, very tricky indeed for the home team. Now comes forward to Quadwo. They need some magic from him. As Beck goes down, it's a heavy challenge on him from Bootson. So another free kick just outside the penalty area, towards the corner of the area. It's the sliding challenge just in late between the two former teammates. Jazula don't fancy this one from the angle. Bertram also standing over it. They fancy swinging this one in towards the big guys. If I were Magdeburg, I'd try and get the shot in and test Kolke again. That's what they're going to do. And that is another clear punch away from Kolke. Now it's looped in. It was a hoisted one, and Kolke taking it cleanly. It's a decent free kick. Pretty central, though, in the end from Jazula. Minutes to go in this first half. It's been pretty breathless stuff in this Eastern German derby. 1-0 Hansa Rostock with still their only real clean attempt on goal. As there's a free kick given here against Rolte's, complaining to the assistant on that far side that it shouldn't be a free kick, but Mladic is down. As there was contact made with his face. Let's have a look here, the goal scorer trying to weave his way forward, and it is a flailing arm. Can understand why that is a free kick. The home fans not liking it. He's going to call over Rolte again here. He's just saying, that's it, the decision's made. Well, no yellow card flashed in his direction. It was pretty much an accidental collision. There was no malice in the swinging arm. It was a foul. As Mladic stands over it here. Can he add to his tally here? He's opened his goal scoring for this season. He might fancy getting on the score sheet again. Opoku also over the dead ball. It is on Mladic. He smashes it straight into the two-man wall. Back to Opoku for the delivery. Towards the far stick. And eventually away by Magdeburg, or half away. Now it is cleared and volleyed back in. Decent effort from Butzen. And then we would have had boos around the stadium had that flown into the top corner. There are 3 minutes remaining of this first period. Hansa Rostock at the moment look like the team who are looking to get a cushion. And Magdeburg getting back into it. And confidence is flowing now the away side. Got into the winning habit over the past 5 or 6 games. They know how to see out these positions. Magdeburg, though, very difficult to beat the draw specialists as Opoku puts the ball across towards the penalty spot there. Couldn't find Nati on the run in. Another off the ball collision. Signaling for the throw into Hansa Rostock. Ulo, using all his experience just to position himself to the benefit of his team there to step in and get possession. Another ball looped forward. Say I've barely mentioned the centre-backs for Magdeburg. They haven't had a great deal to do, Müller and Koglin. But still, Magdeburg find themselves 1-0 down. For Jakobsen. Over now into the final minute of the first half in regulation time, but there will be 3 or 4 minutes to be added, that's for sure. A smoky start to the game. Magdeburg will be looking to use those minutes to try and get back into this go-in level. After all that good play in the opening 33 minutes, it's gone wrong slightly for them since they fell behind 1-0. A smash and grab at that stage from Hansa Rostock, but they've been in control of the game since. Opening goal, all important in this game between the two midfield or mid-table sides. Porco, the creator, and Mladic, the man who took the opportunity. A beautiful finish. Arrowed into the bottom corner with his left foot. Seattle, well, he will be happy that his team are 1-up. And happy that they've got control of the game now, but so frustrated with that opening half an hour. Not good enough, as for Stefan Kramer. Well, now he's got to surely make an attacking change in the second half. His team were breaking through almost at will. As we'll have 2 minutes of time added on, not as much as I expected. And he will be ultra frustrated that his team are not leading here. They've had the opportunities to be 3 or 4 up. Instead they find themselves 1 down. It's not through lack of trying, and it's not through poor finishing. Kolka in goal for Hansa Rostock. Called into action time and time again to turn the ball away. Jakobsen towards Beck, who tried to turn. Went down, but no free kick given. Surely be throwing the kitchen sink at Hansa Rostock in the second period to try and get back into this. As I said, they are the draw specialists. Throw in here for Hansa Rostock, and you can see Nate there just calming down his team. They can take their time over this and let the seconds tick down into the break. I think though they can create one last opportunity here, as they don't even get the chance to take the throw in. The referee blowing the whistle for half-time, so Hansa Rostock go in 1-0 up with their real first shot on goal in that first half after 33 minutes. Frustration for Magdeburg, who were on top up until that point, but Hansa Rostock now have control both down on the field and on the scoreboard. Join us in 15 minutes or so to see if Magdeburg can get back into it. welcome back to the second half here of this Dritte Liga encounter between Magdeburg and Hansa Rostock, an Eastern German battle here. And it's Hansa Rostock who are 1-0 to the good. Their goal coming against the run of play on 33 minutes through Mladic. That came after 33 minutes of pressure from Magdeburg. Hansa Rostock having their goalkeeper Kolke to thank for keeping it goalless at that stage. They went up the other end and snuck in the goal. It was a lovely finish as well from Mladic. And after that, for the remaining 12 minutes or so of the first period, the away side could control matters and saw out the threat of Magdeburg. So Magdeburg now expecting a big 45 minutes from them to get back into this. It's a mid-table clash between the two. Magdeburg, the draw specialists in the league, so expect them to at least make it 1-1. Hansa Rostock upwardly mobile in a good little run of form, having crashed to the bottom of the league earlier in the season. They've recovered really well though, and they'll be delighted to have the lead coming into the second half after 30 minutes of dross pretty much. Magdeburg breaking through time and time again. And how it remained 0-0 at that stage, I just don't know. Hansa Rostock, clever finish from that man who just nodded the ball on here to Opoku, making it 1-0. So as far as I'm aware, no changes coming into this second period from either side. As Marty there just allowing the ball to drift out of play. So can Magdeburg get their way back into this game here? To Kolke here, who will be hoping for a quieter second period. And his team have started far more confidently here in this second half. And now in the first half, Kolke had already been tested twice through long-range efforts coming in. Next, Quadro. Very focused here, Hansa Rostock. This is Nate. Opoku, who was quiet for the first half hour, but then exploded into life to create the goal for Mladic. Trying to build something here, getting the ball to Quadro, who sets off immediately on a run, but is well seen off there by Boutsen, initially at least. Now the ball swung in. And Opoku, well, he takes a touch there when he should have just cleared. Playing his team into trouble there. Oh, he needs to learn here, the youngster, when to clear it and when to bring it down. And Hansa Rostock winning a free kick there to relieve the pressure on them. Jazula again, the man in trouble. Well, I think that Higic going down rather easily to win the free kick. So 4 minutes in and Hansa Rostock look a completely different side. to what we saw an hour ago at the start of the game. And the ball up towards Breyer. He was barely in the game in the opening 33 minutes. And he started to get some touches. And Hansa Rostock could come forward more often. Budson swinging this one in. Maybe Magdeburg. Bertrand, that's lovely from him. Knocking it one side of his opponent and collecting it on the other. Jahed out to Quadwo. What's he going to do now? And he can't dribble into the penalty area. Budson standing strong against him. Hansa Rostock 5 minutes in to the second half. Still 1-0 to the good, the away side. Somehow, given how the game started. Stefan Kremer, the coach for Magdeburg here, react to this. He's got to surely make a change soon. His team have rather lost their way since they fell behind. Quadwo going down in the end. Another challenge from Bulo. Hansa Rostock now conceding these free kicks deeper in midfield rather than around the penalty area, which was one of their big problems in that first half. So it was lifted in. Away by Apoko, that's better defending from him. Nothing fancy. As a Magdeburg player, they're just being hit by the flag accidentally from the referee's assistant. Not too happy with the man in black. As the long throw now comes in, it's flicked on. Away by Omladic. He was looking to break away there, but that was good from Müller. Just to stand his ground. Opportunity for Magdeburg. The atmosphere absolutely superb in the stadium. As you'd expect for an Eastern German battle here, as Nati just nicks the ball away there from Jazula. And down the left-hand side here for Pepic. Trying to continue his run, and this is Nati now. And a deflected effort, it loops over the bar, and that will be a corner. Hansa Rostock looking far more dangerous than the home side here in this second period. 8 minutes in, and a corner here. Look as though they want to finish this off with the second goal. Not resting on their laurels of only being 1-0 up. It's never enough in the Dritte Liga. Outswinger from Omladic. They can't get rid of it, Magdeburg. Eventually they do. Just looked as though it was going to drop for a white shirt. It didn't in the end. Budson towards the edge of the area. Magdeburg are finding this difficult at the moment. The draw specialists. And I said at the start of the game that this could be a great indicator as to which direction these two teams will go from mid-table for the rest of the season. As it stands, Hansa Rostock are looking up the table. There's Nati here, breaking through. Lovely run, gets the shots in. And it's turned away there by Behrens. Oh, the chances coming thick and fast here for Hansa Rostock. This is Nate again, and he's rather sliced the cross out of play there. Well, he'll be disappointed that he couldn't finish off that opportunity, the man from Denmark. 10 minutes into the second half, Poku sending him through on goal. And turned away smartly by Behrens there. Behrens, who had barely anything to do in that first half, coming up with a sharp save, staying alert. Hansa Rostock again, that's a beautiful dribble in midfield. Out to Nate. Ball in, and it's a disappointing touch in the end from Neidhardt. It was brilliant play from him to drive through midfield in the first place. And he continued his run with just that heavy touch from the layoff by Nate. As Mladic tries his luck now from distance, trying to get his name on the score sheet for the second time, just over the bar. Well, the second half has been a complete contrast to the first, as we can see there on the replay. The Breyer was waiting in probably a better position than Neidhardt, and may well have finished it off being a striker. But Neidhardt had the momentum running forward and could only knock the ball back to the keeper. Demanding more from his team here. They're under the cosh. 1-0 down at home. They need more here to get back into this. I was expecting more from them as well. They've let the control out of their grasp that they had for the first 33 minutes. That goal, so important from Hansa Rostock. On the right-hand side of the attack now for Magdeburg. This is volleyed in deep from Chahed. It's a really testing one for the goalkeeper Kolka, but he's managed to hold it. Beck went down off the ball, wanting a penalty, but doesn't get anything from the referee. And now at the other end, Breyer putting on too much pressure on the defender. Let's have another look at this. As there is a push there, indeed, on Beck, but perhaps not enough for a penalty. A little bit theatrical, perhaps, from the striker for Magdeburg. Desperate times here, coming up towards an hour for Magdeburg. Mladic. And he's ghosting through midfield again here. He's all on his own. And when he does release the ball, Nate couldn't get there in time. Good covering from the defender as the ball is delivered straight back to Mladic, but he couldn't control it. From Butzer. There's a yellow card flashed here. Things are starting to go against Magdeburg. Rota on the yellow now. He should have been booked in the first half as well. So it was always running the disciplinary tightrope, and there, that's a stupid yellow card as well. Closing down the free kick from Kai Bulo. Retreating. His coach will not be happy with that at all. He's put himself in trouble now for the rest of the game. Over half an hour still to play. In a heated atmosphere with his team one down as well. Corner. So sharp at the moment, as that's a lovely ball down the left-hand side towards Apoku. What's he going to do here? He tries to cut it back towards Breyer, and the defender just stepping in. Now Kwadwo off on a run of his own. On for Kwadwo. This is looking dangerous here from Magdeburg. The shot coming in eventually. Well wide of the far stick. He tried to curl it in towards the far post. Can't find the accuracy with an hour gone, as we've got end-to-end action here now. Great game of football between these two mid-table sides. Momentum swinging one way then the other. Has been really dangerous in the game. Hansa Rostock, despite being on top here, cannot let their foot off the gas at all. So Magdeburg work their way back into the game now with an hour gone. For the home side, will pack the box surely. It's Bertrand to take. Swing up. The near post, although no distance really on the clearance, but it is away now by Hansa Rostock, and they might come under more pressure now. As there's going to be a change. It's going to be from the home team. So Olsen is coming on for Rota, who's on the yellow card. I think that's good man management from Stefan Kramer. There from Beck, who's showing his frustration, says that his shirt was pulled first of all. Should have been the first offence. Got to keep their heads, Magdeburg. We've seen it earlier in this season that they can grind out draws. 7 so far in 11 games before this. Played well enough in that opening 30 minutes to win 2 games of football. They're still 1-0 down here. Hansa Rostock now under a little bit of pressure after that great start to the second half. And the ball out to Jahed. Oh, getting away from Apoku. Feeding the ball in, slip in defence here, and Bertram couldn't quite feed it back across there. Corner though for the home team. They're starting to build up a head of steam here with 25 minutes remaining. I was looking for Roxon. He just came on as a sub and will be more in the attacking third than the man he replaced Rota. As in comes the corner, flicked on, but Opoku should be able to clear here. And again, just showing his inexperience, not putting his foot through it. And Jahed to nip in. Oh, but they've got to watch themselves here, Magdeburg, as Mate was trying to break forward, but he's in an offside position. Well, that, though, a sign of hope for Hansa Rostock, that Magdeburg, in trying to get back into this, will leave those gaps at the back. They've got to time their runs correctly, though. But this could be... striker for Hansa Rostock, Breyer, comes more and more into the game. He's a man who likes to run off the shoulder of the last defender. So could be a thrilling last quarter to this game. As Bertram, surrounded by two, goes down and wins the free kick in the end. I think he went down rather more in hope than expectation, but the referee on his side in this case. Free kick here right in the corner. Bertram standing over it. And it comes, it's a good delivery as well, but nodded away. And Hansa Rostock, can they come on the counter here? There were plenty of blue shirts forward. They've all managed to regain their position. Wiggling trying to come forward, caught in possession though. And it's Pipic who comes away with the ball here. Field ball out for Opoku, but Jahed managing to nod it away. Neidhardt is still down after the challenge came in on him. You can see why. The two players collided there. Treatment here, the magic sponge should do the trick though from the physio. Chance for Jens Hertel just to have his say on the sidelines with his players. Be happy that his team is still leading, but they're coming under increasing pressure from the home side now, as you would expect. I can't believe Hansa Rostock, after 68 minutes, are leading this game, given the pressure that they've been under at times. They will go down a smash and grab if it stays like this. As it stands in the table, Hansa Rostock will be up to 7th. And in fact, as the scores change, up to 6th even. Magdeburg stuck in 10th. All to play for here. And 21 minutes left on the clock. turning on the right-hand side, laying the ball off here for Quadwo to deliver. Mladic, the man who's got the only goal so far. Mladic continuing his run into the box here. That's a nice ball out towards the left-hand side here for Hansa Rostock. Quadwo standing his ground, fouling in doing so, says the referee. So a free kick there. Quadwo knew exactly what he was doing. Neidhart was running in towards him. Drifted in and punched half clear at least by Behrens. Not that convincing. So Rostock now on top for a while in this game, it would appear. Opportunity for the away side, flicked on by Bula, played by Quadwo. He's managed to find a teammate in a blue shirt as well as Beck. Just seemed to be lacking a little bit of pace there to break forward. Forward and no one running onto that one at all for Magdeburg. Rostock are going to make a change here. It's on Mladic, the goal scorer, who's going off. Follman to replace him. Follman will just sit in there in midfield. He does like to break forward whenever he can, though. Almost a like-for-like replacement. Excellent performance from Mladic, getting the shot on goal after 33 minutes and scoring. Lovely ball out to Follman here, around the corner. Throw in for Hansa Rostock. Well, 73 minutes gone and they'll be starting Hansa Rostock to think about just defending this lead. And then the clock run down. We're getting to that edgy period in the match here. The away team is only one goal to the good. Goal will be absolutely crucial in this game. This could be very, very important in the complexion in the Dritte Liga as a whole, with both teams in mid-table as it stands, but with it being so bunched up. If you go on a run of wins, as Hansa Rostock have, easily get into the promotion picture. Hansa Rostock can keep it at 1-0 and be successful at the end of the season. They may well look back on this game as a key fixture for them. Lovely from Vollmann. The outside of his boot finding Latte. Poku likes that little ball around the corner when he's standing on the left wing to use his right foot to drift it in, and he's continued his run here. And it's a clever ball towards the byline. But his teammate just couldn't quite get there in the end. Nice play from Hansa Rostock again, 15 minutes to go. And I think they've decided that attack is the best form of defence here. That's a lovely interception now, and Magdeburg driving through midfield, but that's a great interception. Magdeburg were coming on strong for a while, but now it's Hansa Rostock who have control again. It's been one of those games that just come in waves, really, for both teams. Some sustained pressure from both sides. Rostock taking that shock 1-0 lead on 33 minutes, given the run of the game up until that point has changed this totally. They've managed to hold on to that 1-0 lead as well. And we're all just too far ahead there. Butson as Quadwell, who started this game absolutely on fire, has gone rather quiet as it's gone on, is withdrawn for Magdeburg. Sir Lord Conte replacing him. A pacey player, what they need, Magdeburg. Known for his finishing touch, but perhaps in the last 13 minutes, Magdeburg can just get him with pace to burn up against the Hansa Rostock defence and open them up. Moves forward here. Flicked on towards Beck, and a chance here in the box for Magdeburg, and it's a great block, and again on the follow-up. Bertram now feeding it in, and a great save from Kolke. It was Beck with the header, low down to the right-hand side for Kolke, and again he's kept his team in it. Well, it's a remarkable performance from the Hansa Rostock keeper in this game as a whole. He hasn't had a great deal to do in this second half, and then suddenly he comes up with a great save like that. Beck flying in on the header. He thought he'd got the equaliser, but denied once again by the Hansa Rostock number 1 and the captain as well for his team. Outstanding. Well, he really has been the difference here for Hansa Rostock between this winning position and a defeat. Well, him between the sticks, Lord only knows where they would be in this game. Will give Magdeburg a lift. They managed to engineer that chance after being under pressure. First of all, Beck went down there, then this double chance with the shot and double block. Great defending from Hansa Rostock. Bertram then looking up and finding Beck there. And it's a superb save. Rated as one of the best goalkeepers in the Dritte Liga, Kolke. Showing his chops there. There's now the layoff from Brian, a long range shot coming in and floated over the bar in the end. From Pipic. As it looks as though we're going to have a thrilling last 10 minutes here. Who's your money on? Which way is this one going to go? Can Magdeburg make it all square and perhaps then turn it around for the win? Or are Hansa Rostock going to keep this 1-goal lead in their grasp? Can they perhaps increase the lead? So many possibilities in this game. Impossible to predict how it will end, really. It's been a very, very entertaining game indeed, despite only having 1 goal. Bertram is the man who's creating most of the time for the home team. And there in the picture as Alschweder is coming on for Hansa Rostock now. And Apulko is the man being withdrawn. Well, in attack he's looked pretty decent. Surrounded by blue shirts whenever he got the ball. They know how dangerous he could be, but he does need to learn when to smash the ball clear in defence. 19-year-old is learning, and learning quickly at this level as well, on loan from Highest Foul. And a half minutes remaining. Could swing either way. Again, going down here, and I think he's complaining, and every time he tries to go forward, a tactical foul is coming in on him. At the moment, only 3 yellow cards in the game. That crossed the line? No, says the referee's assistant. Kolka getting there first to stop the corner. Sportingly back to Hansa Rostock, despite Magdeburg being a goal down here after Conte was struggling. He's back on the run here. Hibic. Ball forward, but well intercepted. Lead the charge here. This is Koglin for Chahid. And the deep ball in. It's off the defender for a throw in the final third. The long throw and flicked on into the 6-yard box. Desperately away by Hansa Rostock. They might come under a lot of pressure here in this final 6 minutes or so. Great end to this game. Can Hansa Rostock seal it with another goal, or will Magdeburg make the comeback? Marty trying to come clear with some skill, but looked as though there was an infringement in there somewhere. Absolutely no hurry to take this free kick, as you can imagine. minutes now remaining. Minutes ticking down for Hansa Rostock. This would be a massive, massive win for them. That's a poor ball. And Beck is surely brought down there. Right in front of the referee as he tried to turn, but nothing given. Follman takes the ball down the right-hand side, gets to the byline. It's blocked on a corner for Hansa Rostock. That was good play from the substitute. Come in from Follman, who won it. Taking his time. Sign there coming from Kaibulo, you can see. No idea what that means. Follman getting it in towards the near post. Away. Here comes the break. It's Conte with the pace. Down the left-hand side. And he's just caught in possession. Make anything of that, Magdeburg. Follman, and he taps it out as one of his teammates is down on his haunches here. Bootson, who just caught one from Beck accidentally. As we're going to see another change here from Hansa Rostock. The last change as well, with Koenigs coming on. For Breyer, who's barely been involved really. The top scorer for them. Really needed it in all fairness. Leading by 1-0 with 87 minutes on the clock. Hansa Rostock grinding this one out. It's been a good game of football, but it's not really been highlighted by too many flashes of inspiration from the team leading, you've got to say. It's been Magdeburg who have been doing most of the attacking. As Conte shoved to the ground there by Bootson. Just over 2 minutes to go now. Ulok stepping in once again. Might say it's been a classic away performance from Hansa Rostock. Pipic running into trouble, but still getting the free kick as Koglin was in the way, and Koglin getting the yellow card as well. A little bit surprised about that. The referee stamping down on it. Pipic looks as though he's been caught in the ribs. All over the field, Pipic. I think he just needs a breather here. For the final seconds, for the final charge here, just to see Hansa Rostock over the line to get the 3 points. There's Koglin there, second yellow card of the season so far. Let's have another look at it. Well, perhaps he did know what he was doing, Koglin. He knew he was beaten. Turning into Pipic, who's trying to run past him. Follman with the delivery. A good one too, and the header comes in, but an easy take there for Behrens. It's Koenigs who got his head on it. Pipic has a clever ball for Nati. He can seal it here in the last minute. And he doesn't manage to. Well, he was in the clear. He never really looked comfortable, though, on that left foot. As he's running through treacle at the end of this game. And in the end, it remains 1-0 to Hansa Rostock. Now play flying down the other end. Magdeburg still looking to get into this, with 20 seconds left on the clock. How much time added on will there be as well for the home team? I wonder. So we're into time added on now. Well, there will be 3 minutes for them to potentially get into this, and they've got themselves a central free kick here. Jazula standing over. It's a long, long way out, though. And, well, it seems a long time ago now at the start of this game when Kolka was being tested time and time again from this kind of range, and it's a horrible effort in the end from Koglin. Well, they needed much, much better than that, Magdeburg. They seem to think that the game has slipped through their fingers here after that terrific start from them. The shock of going 1-0 down on 33 minutes seemed to have really done for them. They haven't lacked effort. They've come forward time and time again, but the conviction once they get into the final third was rather lacking for me, particularly in this second half. And Jens Hertel may well be celebrating a successful return to Magdeburg, the former coach, the man in control of Hansa Rostock at the moment, and he will be celebrating as well. His team surging up the table to 6th and looking threatening. And a team in form. And the ball is out to Conte here. Still some defending for Hansa Rostock to do yet, with just over a minute of time added on remaining. Jahed firing it, but Boulot right there where he should be. Oh, so frustrating for Magdeburg and Stefan Kramer. They haven't won this game. It looked as though it were just going to waltz through the defence time and time again at the start of play. But it hasn't turned out that way whatsoever. Hansa Rostock sneaking the 1-0 lead at the moment. As the player suffering is dragged off the field by Magdeburg sub. Utzon has got cramp. Finally, he's getting some aid. But Hansa Rostock will need him in defence here, surely, with this corner to be taken. They're down to 10 temporarily. In it comes. And back to the taker. It's looped back in towards the far stick. The goalkeeper is up there to try and cause havoc. As Boulot launches it clear. Now the run back towards goal for the keeper. It's flicked on here, and Kolka standing strong again. And a win by 1-0. Hansa Rostock have pulled it off. They've managed to do it, winning away from home at Magdeburg despite coming under huge pressure at the start of the game and getting the goal against the run of play for the remainder of the game. They managed to see it out, and Jens Hertel can celebrate. And it's fitting that the last touch of the game went to their goalkeeper, Kolka, who kept them in it, kept the clean sheet as well away from home. And Hansa Rostock can get the 3 points. It puts them well up the table now, looking threatening behind that promotion race, improving all the time. Magdeburg, though, lose by 1-0 at home to their Eastern German rivals. A poor afternoon from them in the end from the results point of view, but their performance showed they can attack. They just couldn't find the finish today. Well, thank you very much for joining us for that Dritte Liga game. Of course, you can join us for more of the action tomorrow. Take care from me. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and goodbye.